I've done the keto diet before, I've done the Atkins diet before, I've done the Weight Watchers diets before, I've done the Slimming World diet before. Lynahlw, you're counting. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Lynahlw. I talk about all things fibromyalgia, chronic pain, living life of a 40-plus-year-old going through perimenopause. Good morning. So it is Friday, the 3rd of July. It's my niece's birthday today. Happy birthday, babe. Yeah, so I'm actually working from home. It's been a minute. Is this light too bright? Because I can just about see. It's really weird, actually. Just cleaning my glasses because they always look messed up. Mind you, I need to call the opticians, and I just take you through my daily days, really. Talk about all sorts. And I do love to travel. I love to travel, so you'll probably see some travel vlogs as well. And it's in my nature. I'm a bit of a shopaholic. I'm always ordering from Amazon. I believe they should potentially give me shares. That's how much I spend. I'm even scared to look at what the roundup looks like. But yeah, so today, working from home. I was out and about this week. I think, I say this is the first day. I think maybe I worked from home maybe on Monday as well. Still trying to get into a routine in this new role that I'm in. Oh, that's so much better, clear. So yeah, right. That's what we're going to do. I'm also doing, this feels like a little bit of a life update. This is really bright. 1 second. See how, oh my God, do you see how dark it is without the light? Okay, let's do that. And then if I close that. But yeah, so a little bit of a life update in terms of, you know, what I've been doing. So as you know, or you might not know, I've been taking CMOS, I've been taking Epitone. I've stopped taking all of my supplements. I think I used to take between 15 supplements at one point. I've stopped taking all of those. Sorry. It's a bit better there. Yeah, I'll start taking all of those, and the CMOS is absolutely working. So I've tried 2 brands. So I've got a new brand coming as well, because the first brand that I use, she's so inundated in terms of her delivery times and stuff like that. It doesn't kind of match up with when my CMOS finishes. Someone did say to me, why don't you just put it on a repeat subscription or whatever. So I have done that now, but I needed to try something else out as well, because someone was saying that was good. And I generally like to try things out for a period of time before I even come on here and tell you if it's any good or not. Epitone is amazing. I'm also doing the 16 hours fast and then 8 hours window to eat. I've only just started that this week. It seems to be working out quite well for me. And then I kind of weigh myself in the morning just to see where I am at. I do need to drink a lot more fluids, so the GP has told me, because I did some blood tests and they're like, look, you're not drinking enough. You need to drink a lot more fluids. So I'm trying to do that, because I'm not that girly that will be just drinking and drinking and drinking. I've always had sort of like stomach issues, or like issues where my stomach plays up. You know, I've got a sensitive stomach when it comes to smell and stuff like that. And you know, finding out that that's actually linked to the fibromyalgia as well. So yeah, so I'm doing that. My you might have seen in a previous vlog around my walking pad not working. Well, I just went to go and switch on, so you probably didn't get any content, but I couldn't find the remote because I'd started moving stuff around, because ADHD, I always like to change, do 101 things at once, start one thing, not finish another thing in the house. But it works for me at work. Having ADHD at work is a game changer. It's a winner, because I'm able to multitask and do loads of different things at once. So yes, I'm doing that. So what am I doing today? I'm going to go and do my MOT at some point today, and get that out of the way, because now that I'm doing a lot more traveling as well, I'm finding that sometimes the car feels a little bit shaky, and I don't like that. That's like when you get to 60 stroke 70, I'm just like thinking, why the hell is everything shaking? So I was filming yesterday in the car because I got my Osmo to work. I'm winning, people. I'm winning. I don't know if I look weird to you, but to me I look really weird, like, because I can't properly see the screen. And actually, what time is it? I can't even see down there. Let me call the opticians right now while I'm on the phone, because again, I'm going to forget. Because what I'll do is I'll go into my phone and then I'll start looking at other stuff, and I'm like thinking, didn't you come into this phone for one other reason? So anyway, yeah, I got the Osmo to work on in the car yesterday. I'm so proud of myself. Thank you, TikTok. You do help me out. TikTok must have been like listening to me, because, you know, I was like complaining about, oh, my deliveries never come on time, they take long. Didn't all my deliveries just turn up like that? Next day. Thank you, TikTok. I feel like you've been listening to me somehow, some way. But yeah, so yeah, I'm recording on the Sony today. So let's see how that goes. I wonder if the mic's working, because I've got a microphone that's towering over, because like I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better, people. So yeah, I wonder if the microphone's working, because I can see the lines on the thing, which is, you know, who knows. But yeah, I'm just thinking about what am I going to cook today, because I've not really been on Instagram, because that's where I get my inspiration from in terms of food and stuff like that. I didn't cook yesterday, and I didn't cook the day before. Or did I? No, I don't think I did, because I had cooked on some other day. And it's funny, because what I'm realising also is that I try not to eat as much pasta. Does pasta bloat anybody out or make them feel some type of way the next morning? Pasta and cheese. So yeah, I'm trying to like deselect things as well, but I will always eat what I want. I don't really like to count calories. I've never been that person. So I'm thinking this 16 hours fasting, 8 hours eating is going to work for me. I don't even know if I'm calling it right, because like I said, I found it on some lady's channel on Sunday, absolutely Anita, and I'm like, yeah, I binge watched her videos. And yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing, because I think that fits in with my lifestyle. I think a lot of things that she said resonated with me, in terms of like, you try all these different diets and stuff like that, you lose the weight and then you put all the weight back on. That isn't balancing your life out. That isn't you feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm doing the right thing for my body. Because what we do is we cut food out. Why are you cutting the food out? Then okay, you've got to your desired weight, and then you go back and you start eating, and then you put all the weight back on and some. So, you know, growing up, I never had any weight issues. In fact, I was probably too skinny. And then around about when I had my first daughter, Alana, yeah, well, during that pregnancy, I think I went from like a size 6 to size 8. Imagine, it was too skinny. I was that size, and I went to like a whole size 20 in my pregnancy. So I actually had diabetes through my pregnancy towards the end, where I had to start pricking my finger, being on an meal plan, having to cut out so many things, sugary things, because I used to drink a lot of tea back then, and I used to put so much sugar in it. I used to drink Coca-Cola every single day. I'll be eating cherry drops to get that metally taste out of my mouth, all of them things. So anyway, since then I don't really add sugar to food, like to drinks or anything like that. I go without, or I try to drink drinks that are like a Diet Coke or a Zero Coke they do now and stuff like that. So yeah, I find that, you know, you've got to find out what works for you. You've got to get to understand what it is your body likes and what it doesn't like. No one's going to know your body better than you. So even when I'm going to the GP and they're telling me nonsense, I'll be like, I'm sorry, but I know how I feel. When they prescribed me medication for my fibromyalgia, I think I started on amitriptyline, and then they gave me some next one, Delox something, I don't know, because I can never pronounce all these names. I do not know how these people in the pharmaceutical world, is it cuticle, whatever world, pharmacy world, how they deal with all these pronunciations. I'm not one for it. I'm not here for it. I'm always jacking up people's names. I'm jacking up everything. So I'll be reading shit that ain't even there. You know, do we want to call that dyslexia or something like that? Because I did a test when I was in secondary school, and they're like, no, you're absolutely fine. But I damn well know I did struggle. And then I find myself in a HR job where I feel like I'm a teacher in terms of grammar and everything, you know. But yeah, we diverse. So what was I even talking about? I talk about knowing your body and not allowing anybody to tell you how you feel. Okay, so I've been working on, you know, understanding, you know, so I give myself let's say for instance you charge yourself up. So for me, when I go to sleep, I'm charging, and you know, I suffer with fatigue, like chronic fatigue and all of those type of things. So I've got to manage my time in terms of trying to go to bed at the same time. So I've incorporated so many things from so many different things. And, you know, just like, you know, with your parents and, you know, friends and siblings and stuff like that, you look at them, don't you, what I do, and you like think, right, I'm taking that, I like that, I'm taking that, I like that. I view things overall and I take the best parts from everybody and I try to strive, and I love growing. So I will do that. So, you know, I've taken things from my personal trainer. You know, I had a bout of time with my personal trainer. I've kept up certain things from there. I've done the keto diet before. I've done the Atkins diet before. I've done the Weight Watchers diets before. I've done the Slimming World diet before. Lynahlw, you're counting. I've done all of these diets and all of these different little things. Imagine when I was younger, I couldn't put any weight on, and then I get to a certain age, or I have a baby, and then that is it, mate. It's free for all. I just need to look at food, and it's multiplying my body. So, you know, I've taken all of those things that I've learned from my pain management. I just collect all of those little things and I just put them all into one for me, what works for me in terms of, you know, understanding how I'm feeling in my body and stuff like that, and not pushing myself too much. Or if I'm walking too much, you know, they say 10k steps. Really? Not for everybody. 10k is not for everybody. Everybody's weight is different. Everybody's genetics are different. Again, you know, for my height, I'm like, what, 5'7.5". I think I'm meant to be between 65 and 75 kg. Now, for me personally, I need to be around 85 kg. Yeah, to be at the right weight for me personally, because even when I got to 80 kg a couple years ago, I was too skinny. I do not like that skinny face. Maybe you like it, but for me, I don't like my face being all skinny. I want a bit of, you know, plumpness, freshness in it. But, you know, and there's bits and pieces that we don't like on our body, but, you know, we have to manage them. But for me, I do not like a skinny face on me. I don't like it. So as soon as I see my face start getting too slim, that is it. Whatever I'm doing, I literally cut it out. I stop it because I don't want to get to that stage. So yeah, do you? That's what I've been going through. I've been managing my stress levels as well. So, you know, I've changed my job. Still in the same company, but completely changed the role that I was doing, which has helped me with my stress levels as well. Because when you've got high stress levels, it triggers a fibromyalgia flare, and then I'll be in flares. So there was a couple of years ago, I was just like in flares for months on end, and now I can have a flare for a day, just one day. Yeah, I limit, like I said, stress, so I don't go around people that cause me problems or cause me stress or give me anxiety or anything like that. So I manage myself. I'm very picky and fussy about what I want and what I don't want. I do not compromise when it comes to me and my health anymore. I will not do it. Okay, friends, family, work, whatever it is, you know, I'm not having it. I'm sorry. I'm putting myself first because, you know, as parents, wives, you know, partners, friends, whatever it is, you know, you generally, I found that I was always putting everybody first. So, you know, I think I've spoken about it, touched on it briefly in the past, that, you know, even like when it comes to food in the house, you might buy something and you think, okay, this person, you know, there's 4 of us that live in the house. So, you know, and there's 4 in the pack. So somebody should have 1 each. Whereas people like my son and hubby, they don't think like that. They'll just yam off everything and just say, oh, it was there, you weren't going to eat it. So, you know, now, back in the day, like if there was just one thing left in the fridge, I would have left it and thought, oh, you know, let someone else have it, someone else might want it. Now, me, if I want it, I'm yamming it off, I'm drinking it off, okay? You got to put use first. I mean, I don't know all these memes in it, so I always hear these memes that you got to put yourself first, something. I don't even know. I don't know.
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucius.
I promise. But anyway, so yeah, so that's exactly what I'm doing. But I'm getting my lashes done tomorrow. I'm doing different ones. I'm gonna do Russian lashes because I think these lashes are a little bit too natural. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with being natural with your lashes, but I've always been that person. I want it to look a little bit dramatic. Thank you. I want it to be a little dramatic. So I'm gonna get some Russian ones tomorrow and see how they go. Yesterday, I was hating on my nails yesterday. I'm like that. I'm just so impulsive. So like literally if I had the energy, because I was driving for how many hours yesterday, if I had the energy, I would have just filed down all these nails. I'm that person that in the moment I'll be like, I don't like these nails, let me just get rid of them, cut them down or whatever. Then afterwards I just think to myself, why did you do that? But then I just move on. I'm the same with my hair. Like just one thing has to annoy me and everything's coming out, cut off, and I never have a plan, and that is the worst thing. I don't have a plan, but I make it work. Likewise, if I'm going somewhere clothes wise, because I don't like wearing clothes, because another one of the symptoms for me with fibromyalgia is that clothes can be very, very heavy on my body. So people might think, oh, what are you on about? No. So I can wear this top today and I have no issues with it. It doesn't itch me, it's very comfortable. I'll wear this top next week and the top's bothering me, it's too heavy, the tag is itching me up and stuff like that, I'll dash it in the bin. And I've had to really try to stop myself from being so impulsive and behaving like that. Hence why I shop a lot and I buy a lot of clothes, because I keep throwing the clothes out and then I'm shopping and I buy the same clothes, or I'm shopping and I've bought clothes, and then because things are in my dirty basket and I haven't washed them and I can't see them, I'll go and order it again. And then by the time I've got them all together, I'm thinking, why have I got duplications of this? Does anybody else do that? Like, I've seriously got issues. So I'm really having to calm myself down a bit. I always like to shop late night. I put shit in my basket and then I think to myself, right, okay, when you go in the basket tomorrow, if you still want it, keep it. If not, delete it. I do that a lot. And that's why sometimes I'm thinking, how comes that thing hasn't arrived? Because it's sat in your basket, babes, and you didn't check out. I don't know why I'm always flicking into that accent. Anyway, I do it a lot. So I think that's kind of it for now. There is a surprise that I want to share with you guys, but I don't want to share it yet until it happens. So I've been kind of like, when I'm recording, not showing everything, but I will show you. My nearest and dearest, they already know. They know what's happening. But I think I've got what month are we in now? So, I think I've got maybe 5 weeks or 7 weeks, maybe 5, 6, 7. I'm not the best with counting. And people say, how is that? Because I'm good with money. Like I can manage money, but when it comes to numbers, but when it comes to an Excel spreadsheet, drop me out. Anyway, I'm going to say bye, because I think that this is going to be probably like a video on its own, especially because I've recorded it on my Sony camera. I'll probably do the download from here separately, so I might even upload it today. Let's see how it goes, because I'm not going to be editing. There's no need. It's just one take and done. Anyway, laters. Thanks for watching. Bye.